is it?
We find ourselves in the group therapy room on the Arcane Conservatory campus, but not really because it's all in a dream. Pan claims that this is the result of some cursed magic item that Ingrid used, and he doesn't even want to be here. And he's been giving a very awkward, very deeply intrusive interview to the characters who have no choice but to say the whole and complete truth, apparently. So Pan claims. Anyway, so whose parent would you smash, Ison?
Whose parent would I smash? Oh, well, there's a
Good question.
fucking question.
Mm-hmm.
Ison's eyes flick to Salem.
Salem narrows their eyes.
I'm so sorry. Kamar's hot.
Salem rolls their eyes, crosses their arms over their chest.
And how about you, Salem?
Salem, like, they're doing math in their head. It's very clear that there's some sort of equation going on. I'm gonna go with the. Oh, God. I just have to pick one, right? Let's go
The
with.
question was, whose parent would you smash?
You know what? Dakota already said Eliora, so Eliora would, you know. But it's clear from the look on Salem's face that this is a cover. There's another answer that they don't want to cop to.
No, Salem, is that the full and complete truth?
Amalia Reigns.
That didn't come through.
Amalia Reigns. Salem's head is just hanging. Bright red. Shame.
Yeah, Pan nods, smiling, like, oh yes, of course. Ori looks deeply concerned about how she now has to answer the question. That didn't even phase her. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Do it. Rip the band-aid off.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still figuring. What do y'all think Ori would answer?
Who does Ori think
I mean, Bancroft is dead,
above
so not
all
Bancroft.
else? Oh God!
That is truly disgusting. I mean, Delora could be a fun answer.
Laura is a fun answer.
Oh no, no, oh my, no! I know what she's. Archie's, obviously. Gotta keep it in the family.
Getting that constussy.
Simple problems.
And how about you, Cyan? Whose parent would you smash?
I would smash Ison's parent with a hammer.
Well, that's not really an answer to the question, is it?
What part of that says smash in the correct term in your book?
It's the spirit of the question, isn't it? We'll probably encounter issues later if you don't answer fully.
I mean, hey, fucking that guy with a hammer is the least he would deserve.
So that's your answer? Alright, well don't blame me if we encounter issues later. Leon? Fuck you. Oh, me? No, I don't have parents. So this is a tough one.
Who has the queerest parents? You know the answer.
All of Salem's parents.
All of Salem's parents.
Every
No.
last fucking one of them at the same time, preferably. Uh,
Yeah, but the question is which queer parent does Leon actually spend time around?
Leon's witchcock detector went off.
Salem's.
Bro.
What? I said already said it.
I know, but like both of you. Fair enough. Now it. Whatever. It's all good. We're good. He's the enemy. We're good.
Like it's not like I would.
Presence check.
I'm really glad I didn't have to make any disordered duplicity check.
Beat a 6. You get 2 threads on Leon.
Syed gets 2 threads on Leon.
Good God, lying is such a bad idea. Dear. So it's a half truth. That's all.
Okay. Fair enough. So there are parents Leon wouldn't, but there is probably a parent or two that Leon would, is what Salem thinks.
It's probably Adrian and which guy?
So, Ison, are you attracted to yourself?
Yeah. Fully and honestly. Well, to quote a movie, you can call, not quote a movie, but I guess reference a movie. You can call me Buffalo Bill.
That's fucked up, dude.
And do you, Salem?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, but what I said was fucked up.
Grotesque kind of way, yeah.
No.
Zion? No, definitely not. Like, I see the appeal. I know I'm hot, but I'm not into me. At all. My scribe is slacking.
Yeah, Mike.
What part of your body are you the most insecure about, Ison?
Um, my chest. I have to wear a binder during my time of the month in order to hide the swelling.
I'm not. I appear exactly as I mean to.
Presence. I'm rolling presence. Let's see, your caliber 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so crit, 48.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. Is Salem actually insecure about their Salem? No, there is something. I guess it is kind of like. Yeah, no, they are kind of lying a little bit, I think.
I don't think that's true, Salem.
Salem takes a deep breath and. Fine. I have issues sometimes after the miscarriage. Just
Cyan, can I borrow your gun?
Cyan takes her gun by the handle or by the barrel and tosses it to Ison.
Ison takes it, admires it for a second, and then shoots Pan in the foot.
Oh, that smarts! Yup. Yup.
Passes it back to Cyan.
Thanks.
Remember, I didn't choose to be here. I didn't choose to make this interview.
Oh, whoops, my OCD! Cyan shoots the other foot.
Ah, that is really just needless. What have I ever done to you?
let's just get on with the interview, guys. Uterus, I guess.
Cyan's eye twitches.
My arms.
Patience, Padawan.
Couldn't help myself. And Cyan? I mean,
Cyan looks at Pan. Grinds her teeth for a second. Oh god, I need to make a stability check. Ooh, that's not very high. Fuck you. I'm going to find a way to permanently kill you after this.
Good luck.
I'm not answering this one.
And we'll never get out of here. All right. Well, for me, it's my arm. The one with tattoos. Obviously. So, Cyan, shall we just loop back to this question later, or?
Alright, you wanna know that badly?
No, honestly. I'd like to move on so I stop getting shot.
Alright, sure, let's move on then.
No, the faster we complete the entire interview, the faster we can really move on.
I didn't develop right. I don't have... It sucks.
Alright, hopefully that works. Ison, who would you want to breed with?
Who? Lucade.
Salem?
Lorelei.
Ah, I see we're just playing it straight here. Archie, da. Cyan?
Cyan narrows her eyes. Whoever I'm with at the time.
This question's weird. Nobody, because I'm a Titan. Don't want to pass that on to anyone. You know, if it gets the interview done, it's good on my book. So, Ison, how do you masturbate?
Okay, so we're going there. I don't know. Good old fashioned finger blasting. I haven't had the other form long enough for, frankly, been alone long enough to need to experiment with that.
And you say them?
I don't know. Sometimes in like the shower, I guess, or in a bath.
Yeah, I light candles and get out the rose oil. What the fuck do you think, Pan? I use toys. Cyan?
Cyan. Oh god. Cyan stiffens when it's her turn, and then looks like she's about to shoot herself in the hand.
Like, actually gonna shoot herself in the hand?
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is a
Ison's gonna
bad
leap at that gun
question for
and
her.
point it toward the ceiling.
Yeah, Cyan's
Let's
just gonna pull the trigger a
not-
few times.
I get the questions are uncomfortable, but let's not do that, okay?
Yeah, Ori has a very emotional reaction. She flinches hard and gets up out of her seat, retreating. Just kind of murmurs to herself that she's gonna go get some air, and she leaves the room. Leon's leg won't stop bouncing as he's covered his ears in his chair, just in this really folded over position.
Do you like this, Pan?
You know, I'll be honest. I did at first. I don't anymore. This is deeply uncomfortable.
Good. Good. Wow.
And yeah, Ison is gonna let go of the gun, but is deciding to take the chair next to Cyan now rather than the one that he was in before.
I don't. That is a 12 for Cyan's duplicity.
.45. Pen now has 2 threads on both Cyan and Salem.
Does Pan say anything?
No. Meanwhile, outside, Oriana casts a spell. She fails, so she's using lucky. I mean, she's not using lucky. I'm using her lucky. She succeeds. And then it was Leon's turn. I'll be real with you, dude. I whack it to hentai. That's good old reliable for me. Excellent. Excellent. I'm so glad that we're all here. Dan says, blood pooling at his feet, which have both been shot. What's your biggest fetish, Ison?
Ison stares Pan in the eye, knowing that there's no avoiding making this statement. Biting.
Salem?
Honestly, yeah, no, that's up there, but I think it's just danger in general.
My biggest fetish?
Oh, so Ori came back in.
Oh shit, right now. I'm losing track of my shit. Yeah, so Pan looks to where Ori was seated. Could someone go get her? I would, but
I'll get her.
I'll go with you. We'll be back in a sec.
Cyan stands up and the gun falls to the
Yep.
floor under her chair.
Yeah, Salem makes eye contact with Ison, like, please grab that, and then goes to follow Cyan out.
Yeah, once the two of them are heading out of the room, Ison will grab the gun and is going to tuck it somewhere.
good move. Good move, Ison.
Just remember, just because I'm not as free with the trigger as Cyan doesn't mean I'm above using it.
Above torturing me for no reason? Yeah, I already gathered that.
Ah, it's just a dream, and you come back anyway.
What have I ever done to you?
Should I start with all the shit you put Lacey through?
What did I do to Lacey?
You ripped out part of her soul. Now, I'll
never
grant
ripped
you
out
it's
part of
because she
Lacey's soul.
asked you to.
I removed part of her soul. I did not rip it out. There's an important distinction there. And yes, she did
Uh-huh.
ask me to.
And you'd think that, somebody with a functional, rational brain would tell them, oh, actually, that's going to thoroughly fuck you up if you have me do that. Maybe you don't.
It was emotional for me. She's my descendant, and she was asking to be disowned.
Yeah. And I believe for a second you actually give that much of a shred of a shit about a single fawn.
I actually do. I don't fucking know why I do. I guess that respawning instead of just sticking around for ages keeps you young in the mind, but I do give a shit.
Yeah, well, for all the fucking good your care did her.
You can't blame me for everything that happened to Lacey.
I don't
It's
blame
just
you for
bullshit,
all of
and
it.
you know it.
I don't blame you for all of it, Pan. But don't lie to me and say you didn't have a hand in it.
I thought I was doing her a favor. Wouldn't you? Being a fawn for Lacey? Is that really what she needed? Those addictive tendencies, that need to party?
Did it really take away her addictive tendencies that need to party?
Took away her connection to chaos, at least. So she couldn't do some of the worst things she's ever done again.
Yeah. Yeah, and it also sent her stumbling right back into a relationship with Asuna, just in time for her to go to Avalon and find the fawn part again.
How was I supposed to predict that?
You're not. But like I said, maybe you talk her out of making such a drastic decision rather than just letting her do it.
Again, a drastic decision like removing her fawnishness? I thought it was a good move. On some level. Mostly I was just upset.
Also, like, you were involved in the creation of these magic items, and I recognize that this seems to be some sort of complication, but that still means you were involved in the creation of a magic item that was going to ask a single, incredibly invasive question before sending somebody into a dream meeting.
It was supposed to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was
Well, we're all
ill-advised, but
laughing now.
here I am hundreds of years later, still paying for that mistake. And it has been funny. Lots of times. Not this time.
Yeah, well, this time you happened into the one that asks 50 questions instead of one.
Yeah.
Almost like karma that would be the last one left.
Karma. There's a funny idea. You know there's no karma, Ison. You've seen the underworld. That's better proof than anything.
Atticus Astor's existence is proof that there's no such thing as karma.
Yeah. Look, Ison. I'm not perfect. I won't even claim that I'm good, really. But I'm not evil either. And I'm a person, as much as I am a deva. You and your friends treat me with absolutely no respect, just because I've been a little silly. Because that's what makes life fucking bearable for me.
It's not that you've been silly, it's that you've been fucking reckless. Because most of what you've done in our vicinity has been fucking reckless. I swear, it's like the only one of us you ever actually seem to be, like, actually have good intentions for was JoJo's cousin.
I stand by taking away Lacey's fawnishness. That was a good move. And I stand by it.
Well, I can respect at least that you stand by your decision.
Mull it over. I think you'll agree. You'll come around. That was in LA. She was fresh off summoning Atticus.
Yeah. Yeah, she was going through a lot. Trust me, I know. I stood on the bow of a yacht with her for over an hour, making sure she didn't jump off the front of it.
You don't just let someone keep a power like that when it does that to their life.
I'm sorry. Am I going crazy? Because what I was told about that event was that you were actively trying to talk her out of it. So where is this you don't just let someone keep that kind of power coming from?
Again, it was emotional for me, but I did the right thing in the end.
Who's to say? One way or another, she ended up dead. Or partially dead. Lacey is confusing.
I should have prevented her from ever meeting her faunishness again. I should have kept them separate. But I didn't know that you all were going to be at that wedding. And I just tried to roll with the punches. I couldn't exactly...
Why were you at that wedding?
I was invited.
And why were the goblins at that wedding suspiciously familiar to friends of ours?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Look, the world works in mysterious ways that even I don't fully understand, especially Avalon. It's a trip.
It's chock full of fairy bullshit. If the bits of it that I saw are anything to go by.
Yeah. Anyway, I figured that y'all would have just painted me as an asshole if I took away Lacey's faunish part as soon as I realized that they'd met each other at the bus stop. But I decided to give her the agency, to give them both the opportunity to do whatever they wanted. And to this day, I'm not sure if that was the mistake that killed her. I don't really think that she's dead, honestly, to me. But I understand that she's dead to you.
There is a part of Lacey that is still out there. But at least half of her is dead. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
You know, after we figure out a way to get her back from her mother, maybe you throw her a bone, try to make it up to her. You know, since you're family again and all that.
I question if my gifts are any good for her. She was my divine conduit for a while. And all she used chaos for was the worst possible things. And I don't know if that's just because she's a shit magnet or because I gave the wrong tools to the wrong person.
The way that she described that power she was using, it sounds like the power itself is a shit magnet.
I mean, it makes chaos, right? It's supposed to keep things interesting. It's not supposed to be fucking
A
awful every
one-way
time.
Aster summoning machine?
It's never worked that way for other people. I mean, sure, there have been shit magnets here and there, but that kind of
Yeah.
shit rate.
Do you have any idea why it kept summoning members of my family every time she used it?
It's random and it's big. It's supposed to make something big and crazy happen. And usually it's something funny, but not that time. Or the other time.
I swear, there's so much weird shit around my family that I just looks at Leon with the look of like, I hate life.
Jan's look says me too, bro. Yeah, Pan looks stressed. He's like kind of has his fingers steepled in front of his face. Thumbs on the bridge of his nose, just considering.
Ison is gonna take the clip out of the gun and give it to Leon.
Leon takes it, pockets it.
Call that a peace offering.
Thank you. I'm really frustrated with your group, honestly. You just kill me like it's nothing. And I haven't fired back because what would be the point?
Look. Just imagine this, right? You're less than 20 years old, and for a month and a half, it feels like you've just been going from one fight to the other. Some you've chosen, and some you definitely didn't. But that's been your life for over a month. Can you imagine why we might be a little on edge?
It wasn't about being on edge. None of you have killed me for self-defense, or you've just killed me for entertainment.
Well, for the record, I haven't killed you once.
I know. I'm just saying, your group. And we keep running into each other. It's never pleasant for me. I know I present myself like, you know, sometimes I present myself like I'm just some
Drunk?
elemental of chaos and silliness. And that's true, but I'm also a fucking person. And I'm just as stuck down here in the shit as the rest of you. You know why I always look like I'm homeless? Because I am.
Might be easier to settle down somewhere if you weren't, several times a day putting yourself into situations that get you killed. What is that? Some sort of curse?
I'm a shit magnet, Ison. Things are chaotic around me. And I try to find the whimsy in it. I really do. But sometimes it's just shit raining down on me for no reason because, I don't know, some god on high thinks it's funny. That's their idea of chaos.
So it's a curse. Even if
Put you
not in name, at least in spirit.
Sure, it's the other side of my chaotic powers. the drawbacks. I'm whimsical because I would have gone insane by now if I took this shit seriously.
I'll give you this. You're significantly more human than any of the other Deva that I've spoken to at this point, which
No.
is 4.
No, I'm not. We're all just people, Lyson. Some of us more insane than others, but we're all just immortal people. With incredible power.
Cybele came close, or should I call her Persephone? But no. Dorga was like a force of nature, and Hades was like the worst parts of capitalism got turned into a fucking person. Those weren't people, they were monoliths. It's a common trend I notice when you get up to their level of power.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't exactly beat Durga or Hades in a fight. No, certainly not. But I'm on a comparable level of power to them, and you're talking to me, I'm a person.
You're also somebody who can die by being shoved off of a building. I'm
Sure.
pretty sure that if someone did that to Dorga, it would tickle.
Sure, but then I'm back the next second. Durga can't do that. It's just a different form of immortality. In fact, I reckon I'm tougher than most of them in terms of how hard it is to actually kill me.
The unstoppable force meets the immovable object.
Or like the object that never stops moving. I think Durga and Hades could very well be people. I haven't held much of a conversation with either of them in a while, but I don't see why Hades couldn't be a person. Or Durga. She was probably just being a force of nature to you because that's what you needed. That's what she wanted you to see.
Possible. I admit the first night that we met you in LA, you were more of a force of nature than you are now.
Because it lightens the mood. It sets the tone. If I'm whimsical, then... I mean, it's easier for me, at least. To not go through life having serious conversations like this. Sometimes I just want to take a fucking break, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I get that.
So meanwhile, outside... Can I just say before we move on, that was... What do y'all think about that scene?
I'm on Pan's side.
I never thought I'd hear that.
And it's just kind of right. Pan was kind of cooking, not gonna lie.
No, I mean I'm out of character. I'm on Pan's side too. Ison was just pissed.
Yeah, no, for real.
I believe everyone here has forgotten one very specific thing. Pan launched Lacey and Salem into Dreamscape to probably die.
I mean, Salem and Lacey stepped to a god to play, like, a game. I don't know.
You know, but Pan was the one who turned it into a game, right? Because he was being whimsical. But
Mhm.
but yeah, but he did kind of throw around a lot of weight that he didn't need to there for sure. But you know, let's keep in mind what Pan's life is like. What how long Pan's life has been. I mean, he might not have been, I don't know, like in using his right judgment in that moment, but he seems to be capable of correct judgment, judging by this conversation with Ison.
I also kind of like the idea that Pan just expects people to be a little more powerful than they actually are because Pan is a little out of touch as to like power scaling.
Yeah, maybe because he always goes down in one hit, right?
Exactly.
So how can he know? That's funny. All right, now for something much less funny. So, Cyan and Salem, you exit the building. Cyan, Oriana's sitting right where you were, in the grass when she punched you as hard as she fucking could in the face. She's crying, but when she hears the door open, she kind of turns her face away and wipes tears away from her eye.
Yeah, Cyan is going to try to step forward, but her leg issues will return with a complete vengeance, and she is going to face plant into the grass.
I mean, Salem will try to catch her.
Sure, roll dexterity.
You don't.
12.
12. Up to you, Tel. Does that succeed?
No, that's not high enough.
Yeah, so no, you try to catch her but fail, and Cyan does indeed face plant. Ori seems surprised. Shit, are you okay?
I'm fine. That was just my leg again.
Oh, you're still dealing with that? Damn.
Cyan is just face down in the grass.
Ori
think-
can't look at her. She just bites her lip and looks straight to the side, away from both of you, trying to hold back tears.
How far away from the building are we?
You are at the building. She is, her back is to the building.
Alright, I think Salem's just gonna like lean back on the side of the building, standing. Alright, the rest of the interview can't go on like this.
Right. Fuck, I don't have my magic items here. I'll just suck it up.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's just a cantrip, I guess. Ori casts a spell. Oh, hey. Yeah, Ori casts a spell and takes a deep breath as she does. On the exhale, she seems a lot calmer. Her magic was... I think her magic was red just now.
What was that?
I just calm myself down. I'm better now. She gives a little smile. It's slightly weak, but strangely genuine. Let's go back.
Cyan is crying face down in the grass.
Cyan. Yeah, she looks sad and sympathetic as she tries to peel Cyan off the floor. Is Cyan like participating at all, or
Cyan is not trying to get up. They're going to have
so
to
she's
like lift Cyan up.
like boneless right now? Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
Ori,
Salem will move to help Oriana if she's going to continue to try to peel Cyan up.
yeah. You both find that Ori is surprisingly strong. Um, yeah, pulling Cyan just into like sitting up, and then Ori hugs Cyan and holds her like that for a minute.
I can't keep going.
You can.
Fuck off.
No. We just made it in and out of Tartarus.
Yeah. Oh, this is what gets me.
Bullshit.
So suddenly you all feel an intense sense of vertigo as the ground, almost like you're in an elevator going down, feels like it's descending out from under you, but nothing actually changes. Um, Something is shifting, like the world itself is being moved in this dream.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, this shouldn't be so hard, right? Everyone else can just...
Look, we all have our thing, right? No one blames you for this being a fucking or task for you.
I mean, that's what everyone thinks, right? Oh, there she goes. Ruining our fun.
I'm sorry if you're under the impression that this is fun for everyone. It's not. It's really not, Cyan. And you're not ruining our fun. We're worried about you. But hurting yourself like you've been doing, that needs to stop now.
Please, Cyan.
I'm gonna go insane if I don't do something.
No, you're not. We can take as many breaks as you need. We can talk about something else for a little while in between whatever questions you need to. The violence needs to stop.
You guys can all go. If you answer all your questions, you'll be able to leave Lake Dakota.
I'm not leaving without you, so.
Me neither.
Bye.
But if it would be easier for you, um, we could do all but the last one of our questions, and then you could do yours rapid fire. Maybe that would make it a bit more like ripping a band-aid off rather than surgery.
That's something. You can even, if you don't want to be in the room for that, don't be in the room for it, you know?
Yeah.
And then if it's easier for you, if we're not around, we can all, or something.
I'm just gonna sit here in the grass.
Okay. Yep, Ori's been holding her this entire time. Ori gives her one last squeeze and then separates to look her in the eye. Please don't hurt yourself.
I'm just gonna curl up into a ball and try not to be alive. Not like that, though. Just try to shut my brain off.
Yeah, Ori's jaw clenches and she looks away, wincing, basically. Oh, no, it's not really so much as a wince. She's
I'm
suppressing tears.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to sound like that.
Okay. Yeah, Ori gets up.
Yeah, Salem walks back inside without another word.
Yeah, Ori and Salem get like partway through the hall. And then Ori changes her mind about something and turns back. And just then, the entire building uh, falls apart in zero gravity, as though every brick comes undone from its mortar. Um, every door comes unhinged and floats gently away. Every layer of paint turns into a great sheet that just sort of floats through the air along with everything else as the building enters sort of an exploded view of itself. Notably, the ring of chairs in the therapy room is like the only thing that hasn't moved in this great paradigm shift. And you see that the rest of the campus has disappeared as the dream is simplified into just a great grassy plain, and then the exploded building, which no longer has proper walls, so you can walk to any place in the building.
Gotcha, okay. So and then we can see the others then now.
Yep.
And we
Now
can
there's
see
sight lines to
Saya.
everywhere. Yep. And Pan screams. It sounds painful.
Whoa, what shit, what was that? What is this? Pan?
Oh, I'm trying to get us out of here, but it's not fucking working.
What the fuck?
All right, I don't think I can get us out of here.
Look, it's fine. We'll just finish the questions. Let's just do this.
Really bit off more than I could chew here.
Look, it's all good. Science can answer questions after. Let's just get this done. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I'll just put the building back. Okay, like very casually, like waves his hand downwards, and everything goes back into place.
Oh, shit. Okay. Salem's gonna give Oriana a look like, are you still gonna go do whatever you were gonna do?
Yeah, she is. I'll be right there, Salem. Don't worry.
Yeah, catch up.
Yeah, so she heads outside, um, goes to Cyan. Has she moved at all?
Cyan is on her side, head in her knees, arms around her knees.
Cyan, I really hate to ask this because I know you. I'd just be kicking myself if I didn't ask. Do you want me to change your mind? I could just do a simple mood change spell. Like I just did for myself.
Just... I guess you could try.
Okay, like, no pressure at all. I'm just offering.
I'm just scared it won't work.
It's gonna work if you let me in. And I swear on my life it won't get complicated.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, she kneels next to Cyan and gently touches her index and middle fingers to Cyan's forehead. And with the other hand, performs a somatic gesture, casting the spell. Crit. Wow. Guess she means it when she swears on her life.
Kasha, something I wanted to actually ask. I mentioned this to Mike. How much can magic actually do for extreme trauma?
Not much unless that trauma is ready to heal. However, a mood, which is an ephemeral thing, can be changed readily with magic. Normally, regardless of the cause. If it's a maledict effect, then that's harder, of course. That's like a curse.
Mhm.
Oriana just now, she fixed her mood completely. She was borderline happy when she cast that spell. And then it instantly jumped back down into the dumps because of the ensuing conversation. Like, she didn't exactly alter her brain chemistry, she just altered how she was feeling for the moment. And that's the exact same spell she's casting on you.
Hmm. Alright, so she's trying to make Cyan happy?
Yes, slightly happy. And all other emotions fade away.
Hmm.
In terms of current mood.
Cyan loosens the ball form. This
Okay,
isn't gonna
that went
last
off.
for long, is it?
No, it didn't for me either. But that should help you. Just do whatever you can to maintain that mood, right? I'll come back for you later. Yeah, so she touched Sayed's forehead just now. She, on some strange instinct, um, like ruffles Sayed's hair. Just,
Cyan just smiles. Well,
yeah,
if I'm like this, might as well try to go back in there and...
no. Please just take some time to, like, calm down. the smooth thing, it's really surface level. You can maybe try to solidify it by just, I don't know, meditating or something.
I'm not actually gonna be able to calm down out here.
Okay, well, it's your call.
It's just gonna
Okay.
get worse. It's gonna progressively get worse.
Okay. Well, still, the idea that we do all of our questions and then do yours rapid fire. What do you think of that?
It'd be bad. It'd remind me of not being part of the conversation.
Is that not better than what we've been doing? Torturously going through them one by one?
Knowing that you're all off doing it and I'm... It's torturous either way.
Okay. Yeah, she goes and opens the door, seeing if Cyan will come.
Cyan shakily stands up and has to put a hand to the wall to get back into the meeting room.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, with everyone back in the meeting room, Pan still has 2 bullet holes in his feet. He's caught his breath after that great exertion of magic. To no avail. And we all reassemble to continue the interview. All right then. Oriana, what is your biggest fetish? She considers carefully. Fuck. Okay, it's a tie. I really wish it wasn't a tie. Right, can we just see if answering with just one of them works? Bad play. I already said that one. Good. Pan shrugs. Not sure. Okay. Cyan.
Making people happy.
Yeah, I'm a sadist, like I said. Tyson, what do you want your sexual partners to get out of sex with you?
Orgasms?
Say them.
I want them to know what it feels like to be the whole world for just a moment.
Yeah, I just missed that one word. What is that?
I think there was an extra word there. I think I just want them to know what it feels like to be the whole world.
Oh, to be. The whole
Be, yes, be.
I want. Oh. Uh-oh. Problems. Yikes. There's no two ways about it. I want them to know that I'm a fucking freak. And I want them to like it. Diane?
Just want them to be happy. I
Want them
just...
to feel. I'm sorry, go on.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Yep, I want them to feel awesome. Mind, body, and soul. Healed, even. Ironic, I know. If you could only have sex with... Sorry. If you could only have sex one more time, who would you fuck? Name one person.
Evil question.
I feel like we're going to get a lot of boring answers to this question.
I don't know, Ison.
It's Lucade.
And
Lorelei.
that's what...
Oh yeah, no, what did you say?
I was just gonna say, don't wait to be called on, in general, to people. So I could fuck anyone.
Someone glances at Oriana like, oh shit.
Yep, that
Mm,
is what the question says.
now I have a wealth of options. Oh god, I know exactly who it is. Hang on a second. Um, Emily Rossum. Sorry, Emmy Rossum, who plays Fiona Gallagher in Shameless, the American version.
Good choice.
Who did you play?
Fiona Gallagher.
Oh, okay.
And
I
to
think
be
that just
clear,
makes
Eisen said that in character.
yeah, no, of course, yeah. I just feel like that makes perfect sense as a celebrity crush for Ori, considering Fiona, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure.
You're just like me, for real!
For-
What are
Fun
you doing,
fact,
big
can't
sister?
watch-
Anyway. I don't know what to say in answer.
I guess. I don't know. What's the point in having such a final, horrible ending? That won't end up happy, will it? I'd probably just save it until I didn't have the option to use it. Like a buff item in a video game.
Hmm. I look. GA.
Oh,
Okay.
Seems unproblematic.
What you're worried about this?
Yeah.
Fair.
What kind of clothes, lingerie, or sorry, do you like any kinds of clothes, lingerie, or costumes in bed, Ison?
Uh no, I tend to like the clothes on the floor.
Valen?
Oh, all kinds. Why live one life when you could live 1,000, right? Roleplay, toys, clothes, allspice.
I generally keep my shirt on during sex.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I generally keep my shirt on during sex. Sometimes I do make the most of that by wearing something sexy with sleeves. Zion?
I like costumes. I haven't tried it, but I like costumes.
What? I was missing a bunch of words there.
I haven't tried it, but I like costumes.
There's been a fair bit of football uniforms, cheerleading uniforms in bed for me. Who makes you feel like you can be yourself, Ison?
Sorry, what was the first word of the question?
Who makes you feel like you can be yourself?
There's kind of a three-way tie on that one. Lucade, Jojo, Raven.
Salem?
I'm a broken record at this point. Lorelai's the only person who actually knows me inside and out.
I'm always myself. To the point of obscenity. But, I guess Archie and Cyan.
Oriana.
Ison.
You.
Is there someone your partner hates that you want to fuck?
Oh. Yeah, there's a look on Ison's face like he's considering this question. Does it count if I might have already did?
I think that counts, yes.
No, because I guess I don't really want to now, so... I mean, who does Lucade even hate? Who does Lucade hate that I'd want to fuck?
I mean, you have other partners.
Yeah, Raven doesn't really hate anybody I want to fuck either.
Well, alternatively, who do you want to fuck but can't?
Well, there's a fucking question. Who do I want to fuck but can't? Ashley Tisdale.
What?
It's an honest answer, dude. I don't know what you want from me.
The High School Musical.
Yeah, Oriana recognizes the name and laughs. Salem?
Yeah, I don't suppose I could get the easier version of this question, can I?
Well, the way it's phrased, alternatively, or if you have no partner. So yeah, you could. So who do you want to fuck but can't?
Ooh, let's go with Ian Somerhalder.
Oh, that's a good answer. The things I'd let that man do to me.
Salem's just kind of like nodding contentedly. Dodged that bullet. Still picked a vampire.
I am so lost. I don't know any celebrities. Good God, there's so many cursed answers to this question. For Oriana. Who does Archie hate? I mean, ugh.
She could go the alternate. Who does she want to fuck but can't?
Screw it, I'm not playing this game. I'm putting my foot down. I said Emily Rossum, and I mean it, damn it.
Nice.
Cyan?
Cyan bites her lip and puts her feet up on her chair and then puts her head into her knees. Oriana.
Ooh.
Ori looks a bit taken aback and embarrassed by that. And just glances to Cyan when she says it, and then quickly just kind of looks straight down into her lap, basically.
Salem winces for sure.
Don't read
Suddenly
into
Ori
it.
blurts out. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Don't read into it. There's only about 2 people I want to have sex with.
I was gonna say you too. I don't know why I said that.
I think Salem just like glances at Leon and Ison like, oh boy, I don't want to be here right now.
Ison is really transfixed by a ceiling tile and doesn't seem to be looking away from it.
Leon has this deeply serious look, and he is just staring at Oriana.
Oh no.
Like, this is we are all exposed nerves here, and Salem has given up on trying to be subtle about where his attention is at, so he is just staring at Ori.
In Leon?
Leon is.
I was wondering why you suddenly had control of Salem.
Yeah, so also sorry for slacking on my bribery. Yeah, so
Oh,
Leon.
yeah.
Don't have a partner at the moment. So add a scene. Cool little cheat code there.
Clever.
Very cool. And you know what, Leon? I'm afraid I'm sorry for messing with you earlier with you know, you should all try to cheap out of these questions actually. This is yeah. So with that in mind, Ison, what's the last wet dream you remember having?
The last wet dream I remember having. See, that's hard because I don't remember my dreams all that much. But I guess there was one, I don't know, 6, 9 months ago. It was about Raven. And do I have to say more than that?
No. Salem?
I mean, I don't know about wet dreams, but the last wet dream I had, I was on a beach waiting for the tide to overtake me.
Nice. This one?
Salem just kind of like buries their face in their hand, like single scoff chuckle. Like, oh
Or
my
I can't
God.
keep the smile off her face. She
She can't help it. He laughs.
every feeling at once is racing through Ori right now. She hates herself. She's horny. She means it. She's humiliated. That turns her on. She hates and loves everything about this situation.
Hmm. I wonder how much more awkward it feels for her knowing that she's fucked more than half of the people in this room.
The awkwardness. That's what gets her.
I guess like the last nightmare I had, I was technically wedded during it. Oh, I have to describe the dream. I was.
Nope. I didn't describe mine. So if you don't want to, you don't have to.
I mean, the question is, what's the last dream? So if they don't know what the dream was, then
Yeah, there has to be some context.
I was covered in some blood from some people.
Very good. Leon? Not proud of it. It was bloody. Okay. What kind of protection do you use, Ison?
All of it.
Insufficient kind.
Apparently true.
You know what? You know what? I deserve that.
Salem?
Uh these days I either, wrap it up or I make sure whoever I'm with does.
See, protection is like... someone trying to contact me about my car's extended warranty. For me. I know I have to... I know I should, right? But I mostly just avoid and ignore them. Have I mentioned I've had a lot of abortions?
I believe technically I was the one who originally mentioned it.
Yeah. Cyan?
I don't have to use any.
Condom when it's necessary. How do you prepare for sex, Dyson?
How do I?
Prepare.
It's kind of an open-ended question. I don't know, stripping? I, I'm not even really sure what I'm supposed to say there.
Salem?
I like to know the person first, I guess. I like conversation beforehand and letting that slowly morph into something more. Oh, and a bit of rough housing beforehand. Never hurt anyone.
Lots of flirting and heavy petting.
I have a notebook. I write down what the other person seems to like. I try to remember it. I try to figure out what they're implying. Bring it up. I try to. I try to make them as happy as I can.
I take a shower. What do you want me to say?
The brothers asked her.
Listen, I don't know about you, Salem, but I bathe every day just as a matter of being alive. That's not prep for sex.
That's not what I meant, my man. That's not what I meant.
What do you mean?
I look. Look. I love you,
What?
menfolk. Very simple creatures, and I adore it. It's adorable. Cute.
Oh my god, Salem, what is your problem?
Nothing. I mean it. It's cute.
What's cute?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry I said anything.
I have enough testosterone in me to kill a rhino.
I know. Your muscles are very big.
I'm saying that because it affects my body odor.
I get you. I get you. I get you.
So you are currently shaming me for the way my body works.
I'm not shaming you. That's not. Oh my god, no, that's not what I meant.
What are you getting at then?
I'm just saying that the way you phrased it is very much like the way Ison phrased theirs, where it's like, how do you like to prepare for sex? You both were just very
Oh my
mechanical
god,
about
I'm a
it.
fucking idiot. Alright, yep.
Like the thing, you know what I mean now? Like, I don't know,
Yep.
take a shower. I don't know, take my clothes off. Like, it's very
Such an
guy, I
idiot. Oh
guess.
my god, alright, I'm sorry.
I feel like
Why,
mine
why
is
do I why
pretty
do I
good.
ever open my mouth?
No, 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 no.
Do you want me to punch Salem? I could do that.
Please don't punch anyone, Cyan.
Can I punch Pan?
I said what I said. Moving on then. Do you have mommy issues, daddy issues, or both?
Ison stares at Pan like he was just asked the stupidest question on the face of the planet. What about the things that I have said in this 50 questions make you think that I don't have both of those things?
Salem?
Yeah, no. I mean, if I have daddy issues, they haven't surfaced, but mommy issues for sure.
Oriana somehow holds her tongue from responding to that. Let's see. Actually, does she? No, she doesn't. I mean, if my mom looked like that.
Just like looks so far at Oriana and just gives her this like ew face. Like
Sorry, I can't fucking.
No. Hold on. Let her cook.
There's something broken inside of me, Salem.
I
Gotta
know.
understand.
No.
Alright. Both. Zion?
My mom died. That's an issue, so I have a mommy issue.
Both. What was your worst? Sorry. What is your worst personality trait that you inherited from your parents? Get up and smile at the ridiculousness of this question.
My
Yes, sir.
father is a stone cold bastard, and sometimes I am too.
Salem?
Sometimes I think I got my problem solving abilities from 31.
Bro, that's dark.
Yes, Salem.
Mysterious. Being a raging bitch. Who just destroys shit and pushes everyone away. On to you, Cyan.
I am uniquely horrible.
The urge to dominate and hurt people. Describe your ideal relationship structure.
I mean, I'm kind of in it now. So polyamorous relationship where we just, I don't know, we trust each other. You know, always honest, but not hovering over each other's shoulders.
Nice. Salem?
I need one relationship that's a complete and total partnership, right? Primary partnership to share everything with. And then, having other partners is nice too, but one has to come as a primary focus, I guess.
I've been thinking about this one, actually. Because, I've always figured I'm monogamous because I don't want my partner to fuck anyone else. But if I could fuck other people, that'd be pretty sweet. And Zion?
They make each other happy.
I'm mostly monogamous, I think. I don't know how to answer this question. I don't have one. I said, would you rather have sex outdoors or in a rundown motel?
So, quick
Salem narrows
clarification.
their eyes.
Do we have memories of the other dream meetings in this one?
Yeah, sure.
Ison smirks at this question and looks directly at Salem.
Salem narrows their eyes and then looks questioningly to Ison because that's a weird coincidence.
Yeah, it's clear that the coincidence is not lost on Ison, but he's choosing to just be amused by it for now. Some of the best nights that Lucade and I have ever had have been naked under the stars. Winks at Salem.
Salem?
Gonna have to be the motel for me. At least there's a bed.
That's a funny little maneuver we all just did there. Alright, well, we fixed it.
Be the to the be the
Would you ever, when I did have you ever had a dream where you... Alright,
Oh god.
so Ori...
You know where Ori would rather do it.
Oh god, who was it that said, I want to fuck in the mud like a pig? I could have sworn someone said that recently.
It
No,
was
nobody
Pan.
said pig. What? Oh,
It was
Pan said
Pan.
that.
It was Pan.
Oh my god, that is too funny. I honestly think Ori might, because that is such a funny answer. But is it actually true? It's partially true. I love the great outdoors. Something about nature really gets me going. Yes, I am.
Outdoors. I'm surprised
go for the
nobody gave.
motel.
I'm surprised nobody gave Oriana shit for having the sex tape of her in the park.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah,
can't
you know,
do that
actually,
right now. Or okay.
no. Leon, like, as soon as she answered that, just said, we know.
Oh no!
Just like murmurs that, and Ori definitely hears him, just kind of smiles cutely to him, moves on.
Yeah, Dylan bites their lip, covering his smirk.
Tyson, I'm sorry to ask you this. How did you lose your virginity?
So we're back to talking about Isaac. Isaac Heathcote, we were alone in his room. Good time.
Dana?
It was years ago with Annabelle. Which I don't think is actually public knowledge. Time out.
It isn't public knowledge. The only person who knows this is Cyan.
Yeah, so that's news to everyone.
Everyone.
Oh, you know the answer to this one. Big guy? Points at Leon. He was real gentle with me. Right until I asked him to cut it out. Yeah, Leon just nods like, yeah, whatever, I was expecting this kind of shit.
You were gentle. There's so much I want to say, but I'm not going to say it here.
I'm a gentle giant, damn it.
Got nothing to do with it. You mean to points at Oriana? You mean to tell me you looked at that ball of trauma and thought she wanted gentle?
No. Salem's like starting to shake their head like, we're pushing it too far, guys. We're pushing this too far.
It was a different time. You know what? No. I would do the same thing today, actually. I think the default setting should be 1 out of 10.
Salem hiding their face.
I think your partner should have to deliberately, specifically ask you, right? If you look, all right, maybe you don't have the context and you're never gonna get it, okay? You had to be there.
Ison just smiles at Leon.
You had to be there, bro. Cyan.
Yeah, during that whole thing, Cyan actually turned slightly green. She's keeping her mouth shut.
Are you alright, Cyan?
Cyan swallows. Just some anxiety. Are these questions about what we think or facts? What counts as virginity, anyways?
It's fairly open-ended, so...
Okay.
So just answer it any way you like.
Well, I guess I touched her, so I have cooties now. Cyan thumbs over towards Oriana.
Yeah, I do that. Oh, did I lose my virginity? Fuck. It was JoJo. I think that's all I have to say. Ison, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we're here. I just wanted to say that. What makes you hornier? Funerals or weddings?
Oh, weddings, easy.
And how about you, Salem? Salem?
Yeah, I'm glad this is easy for you. I mean, probably weddings, right?
I mean, when the choice is between that and funerals,
I mean, what makes you want to live life more than seeing, the final step?
yeah, except we know all too well that that's not really the final step, is it?
That's the final step in this flesh.
Best sex I ever had was after my dad's funeral. I'm not joking.
I didn't think you were.
Yeah, she nods, like kind of smiling to herself a little wistfully. Oh, good.
I'm just wondering who you convinced to get to go home with you after a funeral.
I just went to Archie. Fucked his brains
Oh
out.
yeah, that makes sense.
Cyan? How does Cyan answer?
The only wedding I've been to is my mom's, so I'm gonna have to say funeral. Though I technically don't exactly get horny.
I'll be real with you, Pan. Both make me horny. What awakened your fetish, Lyson?
Oh God, which one?
Just pick one.
Okay. Uh, I never really had a thing for biting until the first time I did Vampire Blood.
Dark. Very dark. I can see why you kids are the way you are. Salem?
Getting kidnapped from your girlfriend's house does stuff to you sometimes.
Trying to figure out how to answer this to self-report less. So
Either pick one everyone already knows, or
I know. But I don't know what's more or less embarrassing. Someone give me a surname.
Carmichael.
Fucking Carmichael. So did you just say Carmichael to me?
I did. The Rugrats was in my mind.
Not Carmichael. Not Carmichael.
No, that's a real surname.
Toilet.
That's even worse.
It is an actual surname.
Very good.
Diaz.
Diaz, you know what? Fuck it, sure. Why not? Why not?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Did you say Carmichael wasn't a real surname?
That is what I said.
You're crazy, but okay.
I've never heard that one before. Gonna be real
You've
with you,
never
Chief.
seen the Rugrats? You know, we'll do this later.
No, I did not see the Rugrats.
Carmichael
was aware of-
is Carmichael means son or servant of Michael.
So it's a real surname. Very well.
Yes.
You didn't have a real childhood.
No, I didn't. I was birthed. I hatched from an egg.
I honestly can't believe that you didn't watch any Rugrats.
I watched like a couple episodes when I was young. I think it's just like the art style didn't connect with me or something. Anyway, Okay, so one time in the girls' locker room, I walked in on Emily Diaz shaving her legs, and I'm not gonna say what fetish was awakened that day.
Leg shaving, noted.
You should not note that. We're exes. Also,
Yeah.
that's not the fetish. On to you, Cyan.
Just gotta make sure not to shave my legs in the public restroom anymore. I guess in the park with Oriana.
Ori shifts in her seat, looking deeply embarrassed. Y'all some freaks.
Trauma does that.
Yep. I don't know what age I was when I first realized that a lot of women are masochists. Or hell, not a lot of people are masochists. But I noticed it about women first. And that immediately appealed to me. That someone might want me to hurt them. What's the sexiest fictional character to you, Myson?
Sexiest fictional character. Magnus. It's a character from Echoes of Enchantment.
Salem.
Queen Akasha from Queen of the Damned.
Makes total sense.
It does, doesn't it?
My ear did freak out a little bit when I heard my name in there.
I didn't even think of that. Oh, that's funny. Salem's.
Metafictional. Anyway, oh, easy. Fiona Gallagher. Shameless.
Getting a lot of mileage out of that answer.
Sure am.
John Watson.
Hot. Says Ori.
Should have realized where things were going when I had Annabelle dress up during that stupid party.
Glance at Oriana. What was her reaction to that?
Her expression did sour slightly, and she looked away, but that's about it.
Cool, cool.
Like, I mean, yeah. Actually, make a presence check, would you? I'm not counter rolling, but make one.
If procs.
What? Oh, fun.
Natural 20.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was at Annabelle's name. There is jealousy there for sure.
Okay. Good, good.
Okay, so with Leon, for some reason, all I can think of. Okay, hold on. So first of all, all of the women in Kim Possible are bisexual. Let's get that right off the bat.
True.
Actually, Shigo might just be gay. That's fully possible.
Listen, until it's expressly canonically confirmed, everyone's bisexual.
True, it is the default state of being. For some reason, all I could think of is Kim Possible for Leon.
Vigo, Kim. There's a lot of
I was gonna
options.
say, see, here's the thing, right?
If you want,
In that show,
if you want an out of nowhere one, Kida from Atlantis.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good one. I was gonna say my issue with Kim is that that's an underage character.
Fair enough. No, yeah, it is supposed to be current, not. Oh my god, imagine Leon pulls out the girl from Emergence.
Oh
no!
No!
Would
Who's also
Leon?
underage.
Would that be the? Oh.
But I mean,
Would that be
let's get
Leon's
real.
answer?
It's hentai. It doesn't count. No, that would not be the answer. No, her specific. That would just be bizarre. Um. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? The Bro totally watched. Totally Spies. That explained too much. All right, I'm really overthinking this way too much.
I think
Kim
Keto
Possible's
works.
mom.
Oh God!
Obscure, but I like it.
Really,
Nothing
her
obscure
mom?
about those hips.
Good, fair enough.
I gotta admit, though, bro, I was real nervous when the first words out of your mouth were Kim Possible.
I
He
mean,
just
the only
had
difference between Kim Possible and Kim Possible's mom in the show is like an inch of height
And the age?
and a haircut.
And the age?
It's a we're not doing this.
it's cartoons. You're overthinking it.
Uh-huh.
If they're not drawn different, then they're not different.
They are absolutely drawn different. What's the worst
Gross.
sex or sexual mishap you've ever had, Ison?
Worst sex. When we were like 15 and a half, I had drunk sex with Carmine and it was the worst. I don't know how they usually are, but they were awful while drunk.
Salem.
Everyone thinks that sex on the beach is a great idea until they're picking sand out of their ass.
Yeah, keep that to the drink.
Good God, Oriana's got to have a just apocalyptic level one. God.
I mean,
Straight
what
out of the
is her
clinic and
worst?
into the bedroom.
What is her worst sex, Kasha?
It has to involve bloodshed and or poop, right?
Dear God,
Tried to
no.
shove a foot up there and it tore something.
Christ.
No.
Christ alive.
Always clip your toenails before you put it up somewhere.
Oh, you know what? No, no. You know what it was? It was right after one of the abortions.
That's what I did.
Oh, and there was a little extra
Out of
left.
the
Yep.
out of the clinic and
That's
into
it.
that. Oh no.
True horror. True horror. Okay. I thought I was done having my greatest shames aired out. Here we are. I had an abortion. Great start, right? And later that day, I had penetrative vaginal sex. There was blood. There were chunks. Carmine was surprisingly chill about it. How were your characters reacting to this?
Balaam is actually just stunned in horror and like sympathy. They just look like that's maybe the worst thing they've ever heard, actually.
Worse than sewage orgy?
Way worse than Sewage Orgy.
Yeah, pretty
Especially
much the
considering that was
same for Aizen.
it was probably Carmine's, and then oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That age ain't even on the clock yet. Whole point is keeping
Okay.
it off the clock.
Yep, Cyan is pressing her face into her knees and a little bit green around the everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Oriana, she's not enjoying this part at all.
No.
Leon has just, like, covered his mouth and has this fucking, like, dark expression in his eyes, like this just dark, terrible concern. If he was an anime character, his whole, like, forehead and eyes would be shaded over, you know?
Yeah.
Um... Okay. Okay. That's... That's bad. Yeah. Alright, Cyan.
Cyan still has her face pressed into her knees.
Maybe just to give her a little time, we could do you first, Leon. Oh, we already went over this. Someone asked me to kill them during sex, and they meant it. Okay then, back to you, Cyan.
Pretty hard when you have as little experience as I do. I guess. I'm honestly not sure here what really counts as the worst sex or sexual mishap Cyan has had.
Hmm. Thinking about, like, something accidental that happened during intimacy, misinterpreting Oriana's signal to kiss, like the first time they were at all intimate, right?
Hmm. Yeah, but Cyan wouldn't think of that one because it wasn't like sex yet. And that did lead to the sex happening
Everything sucks. But yeah, Sand doesn't get it. Alright, I mean, there's gotta be something Oriana related, right? Some fucking...
I think Oriana asking. I don't think she ever did during any of this. Did Oriana ever ask Cyan to hurt her during the sex?
She probably would have, but like not in extreme ways. Like, yeah. So if that was a turn off for Cyan, then that would make sense as something to bring up. You know,
Yeah, you know what?
light S&M type shit.
Yeah. So after that, I guess whenever someone asks me to hurt them.
Yeah, Oriana's head bows a little. Just body language. Lockdown. How often do you cry wank, Dyson?
Never.
And do you say them? Say them?
I mean, it's happened once or twice, but I'm not in the habit of doing it.
What the hell is a cry wank?
When you masturbate while you cry, or you cry when you masturbate. That sort of thing.
That sounds awful.
I mean, it's not really my, but you know.
I mean, I guess it could be cathartic. I don't know. I guess I just don't get it.
Yeah, I do it by accident sometimes, on purpose other times. You know, like crying just kind of turns into masturbating, or I'm masturbating and I start crying for reasons.
I, I, I guess every time.
Oof.
What is the reaction to Cyan saying every time?
That's
Leon looks
funny.
about ready to crawl into the bathtub with a shock.
Tyson just looks sympathetic. Like he looks like he can't even imagine.
That's rough, buddy.
I just shoot myself?
No.
I mean, it's a dream. I'll respawn like Pan.
Yeah. Good luck finding the gun
Okay.
or the bullets.
Just move on.
Sorry. I. More often, it's the post-masturbatory tears that get me. That's all I'm saying. Very well, then. What's your sexual superpower, Ison? We're almost done, by the way.
Well, everybody who was on the LA trip knows my answer to this question. I have a magical tongue, Pan.
Nice. Say them.
I can draw pretty much anything out of a person. I'll wrap you completely around my finger. Make you feel like the most important person in the world. And for a time, you will be.
That's a weirdly tough one, actually.
Hmm. I mean, maybe it's like super contortionism.
It is not. I'm just really fucking good at it, I guess. I'm a demon in the sheets, man. People always want more. And Cyan.
I'm immune.
Um, never had problems maintaining an erection. If it's up, it's up. Finally. This is it, everyone. The last question. And then we can all be done with this. Ison, how loud are you in bed?
I suppose it depends upon where I am, though I suppose also the question is intended to be in a place where you don't have to worry about that. So, I don't know. People who are quiet in bed are boring. So, as loud as is appropriate for what's going on.
Salem?
I mean, I'm not a dormouse, but not like freakishly loud or anything. Unless that's good for you.
Irresponsibly loud. When being quieter would be more polite. You like the idea of being
Hopefully-
overheard? Plan?
Probably too quiet. It probably makes the other person uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm probably more vocal than most guys, but nothing too special. So that's it. Yes. Yes, we're finally free. Now you can go talk to your friend.
So we aren't gonna remember this?
Um I mean, I could make it so you don't remember it if you want, but it's just treated like a normal dream. It's the meeting that comes after that you'll actually remember. So if you want, you could leave it up to chance, or
I don't want you messing with my head any more than you already have.
all right. Well, there's the door. And he snaps his fingers, and a portal appears, glowing purple.
Clarification, DM. Some of us didn't answer wholly truthfully to one or two of these questions.
What do we think, folks? Do we want to do a roundup round?
I think a roundup round might be interesting.
And freaking tastic. All right. So unfortunately, it is 2 a.m. So I need to sleep.
For
But
sure.
we will pick this up next time for sure.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I
So,
mean,
awesome.
if this is gonna get cut up, then I don't think we need the roundup. Do you agree, Mike?
A roundup of these.
I don't agree. I do think we do need the roundup, but that's just me.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do the roundup. We'll do it another time. We'll finish this later. So what really happens then is Pan snaps his fingers and a portal fails to open next to him. Fuck. Alright. Looks like we need to do a roundup. shuffles the papers in his hands back to the first question, and there's some stuff that's like been penned over in red, like a harsh professor has gone over it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Is that how your characters react?
Where's the gun?
Nowhere Cyan can see.
Yeah, Salem just
Cyan is,
sighs.
Cyan just storms out of the room.
Alrighty. I reckon that's where we're gonna leave it off for tonight.
Okay.
In that recording.